Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and it's sketch week card today I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to show you the sketch when it comes up. There it is. That is this week's sketch. It's a bit dark, I'm sorry. And I'll show you my card, but I actually missed that very back panel off, and it wasn't until after I finished complete the card that I realised it was there. So let me just plug my phone back in. And close the tab down because I don't need that open no more. So this is the card I made. Absolutely stunning, but as you can see, that back panel's missing. I'll show you how I did these in a moment. I've coloured some black some sequins with the black marker pen, and I've decorated the inside. I've still got space to write a message, or you can write it here. Entirely up to you. But the only thing is, I only had enough for one full piece, so half of this is already cut for ready for the other card. So I'm going to leave that there. So these are my pieces. I've used these for the flower. I've got my circles number 7 and number 6, which I will stamp first. I've got my little box down there, and this is for the little banner tail. This now is going to be that panel that's supposed to have gone in the back on this one. There's that card, which is just this. Again, it's exactly the same size, and all I did was put it in the trimmer and slat it through, and the other half I used on the inside of the card. So let me just get my trimmer. This is 5.5 by 3 3/4 because my mat is 5 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. So I just basically put in corner to corner. I always take it halfway through because I think sometimes it can rip or rag up the corners, and I don't want that. So that's how we did that piece, and I did that twice. I did it with that one as well, and there's that piece. But like I say, I only had enough of that paper left to do one, but it will do 2 cards. So that one, and this is going on the inside. So my thick white card, as normal, just folded in half, and it is just a little bonus video anyway, so it's going to be relatively quick, fingers crossed, knowing my luck. So I've got one for the front, one for the front. I'm going to pop this one on the inside. I'm just going to give it a bit of decoration, but first I'm going to fetch my scrap in. I'm using Balmy Blue because it looks very similar to the colours in the silver. And I'm using this from Timeless Textures, which I adore. Love that stamp set. And I'm just going to randomly stamp just a couple of times. And then I'm going to add it. Whilst I'm here, I'll do my circle. Just move those out of the way so that stays stood up. I love it. Love this stamp set. It's absolutely gorgeous. Perfect. I've just had the grandkids and my daughter here for this weekend, and this is the only bit of crafting I've done this weekend, but I'm loving it. So I've really enjoyed their company. They're coming back down in a week or 2 whilst they're on their Easter holidays. So I'm going to layer that in there. Just gives it a bit of added decoration. That's going on there. And the sentiment I've stamped is from Forever Lovely, and it's this one. I'll love you until the day after forever. I love it. Love it. And I'm doing that in black ink. But yeah, if you get stuck or you lose your mojo, go on Google or Pinterest, type in sketch cards or sketch ideas. Pick one you really love and just make a card with it. You know, it's so simple. I don't think you'll ever get stuck again. And our gorgeous Nina Tanner has got a little video up doing exactly that. If you lose your mojo, go and look for sketches. Do some sketches. And then maybe your juices might start flowing again. And if I remember, because I've got a head like a sieve, I will pop Nina's video in the description bar below. If I don't, then just look for Nina Tanner on YouTube and look for her videos there. She's lovely. She's so sweet. And I'm just going to glue that in the inside. I think that balmy blue goes with this blue on this card beautifully. So try and get that layered up so it's nice and neat. I always make sure your corners are adhered down. That's why I like to add it in the corners. So when that's dry, oh look at that, it's oozing out again. Let's get it on here. It's just basically all about layering up, this card is. So it doesn't matter, as long as you put it on with a good distance, you can straighten that up once you put it on your card. So with these other pieces, it's just a matter of layering, and you can have your floral at the top or at the bottom. It's entirely up to you, because at this stage we're just gluing everything on, and we're going to make sure that you've got glue in all the corners. Because you can spin it round before you attach it to your card. So I've just left the tiniest little border all the way around on this card. Oh, I'm getting in a pickle here. Just better line it up in the corner, top and bottom. And again, just give that squish down, making sure tiniest little bit of glue right on the end. And if you do get a bit too much, just flick it with your finger, and that way you know it's not going to ooze out. Again, just best to go in on the corner. Give yourself a nice little border. Perfect. Now we can line these up. Excuse me. Just wants to do volcano things, this glue, when it gets a little bit low. Best thing to do is take your pin out, release the cap, let it settle back down, and then put your cap in. And the black is cut at 1 7/8 by 5, and the other piece is just cut at 1 3/4 by 4 7/8. That's going to go over there, where it should have gone in the first place. But no two cards are ever the same, and they all go to a charitable cause anyway. My cards, I never sell them. It's just my hobby and I love it. So I'm going to make sure this is just maybe over to one side a little bit, or let me have a look. Oh, let me get that picture up again. Yeah, tends to be a little bit more on this side. So I'm going to use that line there as my guide. So I've got a good bit of distance. Not too bad, a little bit more of a gap at the bottom than there is at the top, but there it is. So we've got those glued on. This can be glued on now. as well. And you can put this straight as you want once it's on. And I'm going to lift it up just a fraction this time. That's okay. And these two pieces are going to get glued together also. And this, the black square is 1 3/4 square, and the little pattern paper is 1 5/8 square. And that little piece is 2 by 1/2 inch. And I cut my pennant after I attached it. So what I did, I just put it on. Not going all the way to the bottom. And I'm just going to leave this about 1/8 of an inch across. Let me just get this back on because it's just oozing out all over the place. Let's plug that up. And it just rubs right off your fingers. I think with Tombow it tends to stay. It's not too bad at all. Now I got my little scissors and I just cut the smallest pennant. Off the end. Beautiful, just like that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this piece is going to get attached on here. Again, I'm going to use my fast fuse for this because I've got a wee bit left and it's very strong. So all the patterns are totally different, but they really complement each other as well. I think that is beautiful. And now we've finished with that, we can attach that on there. Beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Loving it. I'm not going to use my fast fuse for that though. I'm going to use some double-sided tape. Love this stuff as well. I've ordered some more papers from the Graphic 45 range. I can't wait for them to come. And then I'm going to be doing some albums. Probably do a cutting tutorial and then a matting layering with all the layers, and oh, it's just going to have so much fun. And I'm going to be doing the albums. I want to try and get about 4 or 5 made if possible, all different, maybe different size ones, maybe a little bit on the different side. And I'm going to put them up for prizes then. And the papers cost me a fortune, but they're going to be such a pleasure to someone. I might even look at them and think how gorgeous they are and just keep them because the papers are outstanding. So I've layered my card, I've taken the centre strip. It's just so I can line this up and get it straight top and bottom. Press down then, and I know it's not going anywhere then. And just saw a little tiny overhang there, perfect. Isn't that beautiful? Now we can make that beautiful flower. So I'm using an old punch. This is the leaf punch. I'm basically just going to pop it into there, because I'm going to be cutting it down anyway. That will go back in my scrap bin. And then I'm going to cut 2 of these from the Petite Labels, the Petite Petals punch, which is retired I'm afraid, but still makes beautiful flowers. So that's not going anywhere. I've got my matte And I'm just going to take, oh, I want to snip them apart first. The leaves, just going to take them off. And remove them. I don't need all of it. Just having fun making cards. And I'm just going to give them a rub so they start to curl up. And the same on this one. And then what I do is flick them over so the dome side. And then just put my finger on the stalk, grab the back of the piercer and pull. Because I think it's giving texture. You can see tiny little ridges because it's killed your paper. But yeah, it looks like a leaf, a proper leaf then. And I've got my groove in the centre as well. You see that? That's great. And then same with these beautiful flowers. Just gonna give it a rub up the petals. Just so they curl and curl and curl. Flick them over and just press that in the centre. Beautiful. The only reason that's got gold on is because I haven't got any of the tiny small silver ones left. I've got the larger ones, but beautiful. And then again, turn it over and press. And I'm going to layer those on top of each other. Let me just see if I've got any other. I've got some really pretty curls, but what I might do is get my dark or my light Night of Navy and just go over those. You wait for them to dry in between. You can darken them up a little bit. So I'm going to use a little bit of this glue because it's not oozing out like the other one at the moment. Just going to use a blob. And I'm going to offset those. I'm going to use a tiny little blob as well of that in the centre and pop my pearl in. Perfect. And I don't know why I coloured two, I only needed one. Just because I've got two flowers sitting there. Bless my soul. Right, now for my leaves. I'm going to add just a bit of glue. Turn them round so I can see. Mr. Boyce is watching football downstairs. Beautiful. And I'm going to just, because you've got a bit of wiggle space with the glue, I'm just going to pull them together. A bit more glue. Get my. It only called for two leaves, but I'm just adding them. Isn't that pretty? Just to make a lovely little flower like that. Absolutely gorgeous. Easily done. You could make hundreds of those. Never throw away your punches or give them away or sell them. Keep them. They're invaluable. And I mount this now on a dimensional at the back. And it just curves its way around. Lovely. And then we add that beautiful flower just there where it calls for on the video, on the sketch. And just lift up those. Oh, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I think I prefer the one with the blue pearl in the centre. So just lift them up. So there's them cards. Now we've got our rhinestones. There is rhinestones in there, but I just took these everyday sequins and used the black marker. I am going to go over a bit darker actually. So I want them to be black. And I'm just going to give them a colour. Get them nice and black. Beautiful. Beautiful. I've got a couple of little rhinestones. I'm going to put one in the centre of each of them when it wants to sit down. That's better. And you've got 3 for the top, 3 for the bottom. Just adds a little bit of sparkle as well. I always tend to add a little rhinestone to the centre of my sequins. I'm going to get in that one on there because it's the last. And then I'm going to put 3 this side and 3 this side. So I'm going to start at the top. But yeah, you can colour your sequins, you can colour your pearls, even your rhinestones with the blends. Lovely. There they go. So you don't have to have the colour they come in. You can colour them with your blends, like I'm saying. Just have some fun. There we go. That's the one with the panelling. Absolutely gorgeous. And what I did for my circles was I just took my cardstock, folded them in half and run them through the die shot, and they're good enough to cut 2. So that's what I did with those. That was number 7 and that was number 6 with the Whisper White. And there we go. That's the only thing missing on that one is that panel. And I like the 2 of them just the way they are. I think they're both gorgeous. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that. And then we've decorated the insides as well. You can still write because it's pale enough, or you could choose to write here. And the same with this one. What I did with this one, I added the card first and then stamped. So I'm glad I did it this way. But you could even write on here as well. So there you go. There's my version of this week's sketch. And while we're here, I think it should be late enough now. I don't think I've had any new entries, but there was... What I do is I keep my sheets. So this is week 9 and 10, 11 and 12. So you had to enter week 9, 10, 11 and 12. That hence all the ticks. So the first week, no ticks because it's the first week. Second week, you get 2 ticks. Third week, you get 3 ticks. And the last week, you get 4. And there were 16 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 people that entered all 4 weeks. So now I will, and the prize this week, this month, is the beautifully handmade little bag I made, the little satchel with thank you cards and notelets. So this one will be going off to this week's winner, and I gotta choose one from out of here. So I love this little box. I'm just gonna give them a good shake. They're all on the same width paper. They're all folded the same. There's nothing in there that's totally different. So I do everything fair and square. And, oops, the winner is... Oh, Paula D. Robinson. Yay! So you send me an email, my darling, and with your address, and I'll get that posted out to you. So you are the winner of this month's sketch, and that will be your prize, my darling. And let me just show you the rest. We have Pam Campbell. Oh, I love Pam. I love everybody. Matilda. I love Matilda. We have... Yeah, to qualify, you've just got to enter the beautiful Will from the Netherlands. You just got to enter the sketch 4 weeks. For 4 weeks, so it'll be week 13, 14, 15 and 16. You enter all those 4 weeks. So we got Sally Hodgkins, sorry. Leanne Fenton. The first month I gave away some A5 card. Sarah Dunn. You're all in here, darlings, the ones that entered for the 4 weeks. Me Brenda. I love me Brenda. Brenda Harrison. Love Brenda. Donna Barrow. I love Donna too. Oh, I love everybody, you know me. But Linda Kiff. Some of you entered 3 weeks on the right, and then, you know, or you entered halfway through. Lynn Turner. So I am making it fair and square for everybody, because I can't just say, oh, we only entered 3 times. The beautiful Caroline. I love Caroline. And Sokorka. I can never pronounce Sokorka. Your last name. Sorry, sweetness. I'll probably be doing it all wrong, but I'm trying my best. And how to spell it. Beautiful Gloria Wolf. I love Gloria. We got Virginia Hodgins and Karen Resenbrink from Holland. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and our lucky winner, Paula, 16. So there we go. It's all done fair and square. This is my little box for my drawer. And I have to empty those out now, and I will start again. It's only photocopy paper. So there we go, Paula. You won this week, my darling. And there we go. And there's my version. I never put myself in, and not only that, I didn't qualify anyway this time, because I didn't do last week's because I wasn't feeling too good. So there we go. There's our winners list. Every name I mentioned there is got 4 ticks by the name. So some only did it once, some did it twice, some did it 3 times. So, and another couple of people, you know, oh gosh, bless them. So there we go. My lists will go, and I will start a new list now. And I'll pop that down. Week. What did I just say we were on? Oh gosh. 9, 10, 11 and 12. So week 13. So week 13, 14, 15 and 16. And I keep all the lists because I put the name, how many cards and the number down the side. And I turn them over to do week 14, 15 and 16. So I keep everything. I've even got all my little strips. I cut these roughly all the same. Write the name on the 4th week and pop it into the drawer. So everything is fair and square. So if you want to be entered with a chance to either win a handmade product from me or some, I've got plenty of loads and loads of designer series paper. I'm going to cut down into packs of 6x6. So you could win, you know, a really thick, or even 2 or 3 packs of 6x6. designer series paper, or it could be holographic card, it could be some ribbon one week, you know, like a sample ribbon, done handmade gifts, and also decorated lovely as well. So there you go, Paula. Sorry for chinwanging on. I'd love a thumbs up and a share. Tell me which one you like the best, one with or one without. I prefer the both. I think they're beautiful. And yeah, don't forget you can colour your sequins as well. So until next time, love you all. Bye.